So how do you retrieve elements from a list? Well, you retrieve based on index, as you can see here. So you write the name of the list that you want to retrieve from, followed by square brackets, and inside the square brackets, you write the index position of the element that you want to retrieve. Now, don't forget that indices in Python start at 0. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the element on the fourth position is 50. If you want to retrieve more than one element, you have to use a slice, and that's what you see here inside the square brackets. So slices are created based on indexes, so they contain indexes, and the indexes are separated by a colon, as you can see here. So how does it work? Well, you start by writing the index of the first element that you want to retrieve. And the default index that is used here is 0. Then you write a colon, and then you write the index of the first element that you don't want to retrieve anymore. And here the default is the end of the list. Then another colon, and then you write the step or the increment, and that defines how many indexes you want to move each time. And here the default is 1. These steps can be negative, so if you want to retrieve the elements in reverse order, you can use a step of -1. If you don't write any of these three values, then Python will use the default. For instance, in this example, you retrieve from list X. You start retrieving at position 1. So position 1 corresponds to the second element in the list. Then here in the middle, you see that you want to stop retrieving before position 4. Position 4 is the fifth element in the list. So you want to stop retrieving before 5. And you want to use a step of 1. So this means that you start retrieving on position 1, so the second element. Then you do +1, so you end up here on the third element. Then you do another +1, you end up here, the fourth element of the list. Then you do another +1 and you end up on position 4, which corresponds to the fifth element. And we have seen here that we want to stop retrieving before we reach this 5, so before we reach the fourth position. So here we want to stop, so this means that we are going to retrieve the second, the third, and the fourth element from the list. You can use retrieval to change elements in a list, as you can see here, but also here. So I'm working on this list A that we have created before. Here I'm retrieving the first element, which gives this value. If I want to retrieve the second element, I specify an index of 1. And here you see how we use retrieval for changing the values in the list. So I'm retrieving the first element from the list, and then I'm reassigning a new value to it. And that will make it effectively change in the list.